Hey guys, this is Dennis with Miles and Son again. Like I said, I was getting ready to put out signs today. You can see it's raining. People here in Tampa, when it's raining, they don't like to do much of anything but maybe shop. Let me roll up the window. So we're taking advantage of this time, putting out our signs, drumming up some business. We get a lot of calls off of these signs. Don't we, Mom?
Yes.
So we're going to show you some of the areas that we put our signs in. Hey, what's up, Good Fight? How you doing, man? Good thing is we pick, places that are not right inside of the city, where everybody's fighting for the same dollar. But sometimes the downswing could be is that your competitors are watching you. So if they figure out where you're at, they'll run right behind you, pick up your signs. But they've been doing that to us for years and hasn't stopped us at all.
No, it has not.
Is it going to stop us?
No, it is not.
All right. I got one down the ride with me. But we're just going to, we kind of have a system to how we put out our signs. It may not make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but it has been working for us. We kind of put them, we kind of concentrate in one area. I'll buy 100, we'll buy 100 at a time, but we only put out 50 now. I mean, because you do have so many people, picking up your signs. You do have like code enforcement picking up your signs. You got competitors picking up your signs. Guys who do lawn service, they'll pick up your signs, and I've still yet to figure out why those guys pick up your signs. Because all they get is like an extra $20 or something to haul the whole job off to the dump. So it's like, guys, please stay in your lane. So, we're out here in the area where there's a lot of developments, subdivisions and things of that nature. And it's a higher class area, so the people are willing to pay more when they do call you. They're willing to pay. They don't haggle you as much. There's some people in little lower areas they'll haggle. Now, I'm not saying that everybody with money don't haggle. There's some people will get that'll haggle about a couple bucks here and there, and you pull up their house and they've got a 5,000 square foot mansion. It's like, really? But, nevertheless, we appreciate all of our customers. We appreciate all of our clients. We're not going to slow down. We're just going to keep putting our signs out until we can't put them out anymore, and it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. So I'm going to show you what it is that we do when we put them out, because the name of the game is exposure. So the more you put out, the more exposure you'll get. And let me show you what I mean by that. So if you take a look, I've got this whole intersection right here. I've got this whole intersection. So when we do put them out, sorry about that. So when we do put them out, we put them to where they're on each corner of the intersection, and if there's a grass median, we put them in the median. I hope everybody can hear me. I know my video was the audio was a little messed up yesterday. So we'll put them on oncoming, put them facing the oncoming traffic. Like this traffic here is headed northbound. So when people come home, people who live in that direction, they'll see it, especially with the traffic, when the traffic is so heavy. And then we'll put them east, west, and south. And like I said, we're going to take them and put them in this median. Ooh, almost fell. and then we'll double up sometime. We'll put them back to back. So that way, people from each and every direction can see, you know, they can see our signs. So we don't want to miss an opportunity by not properly placing out the signs. Now, we didn't just figure this out. We're just passing it along to you. We've been doing this for upwards of, well, for junk removal, we've been doing this for 5 years. When my wife was doing mortgages, we were doing that back in 2004. So, you know, there's a method to our madness. We systematically put these things out. And like I said, for 100 signs and 100 stakes, one side, one color, it's $283. So you kind of do the math on that. For each sign and stake, that's $2.83. You figure if somebody does pick up a sign, it only costs you $283. But if you get a job on it, and let's say your minimum is $75 or $100, that's $100 off of $2.83. You see, I'm sorry about the hand. Just put them in the median. I'm getting out of the street. I'm heavy set, and I walk slow, so I'm getting out of the street. She's little and fast. But, oh, see that? She's right behind me. So, here we come across the street, stick them in the grass. And, oh, look at that. Look how they love us so much, they even love some steaks down there. But at any rate, see how we got one here. And what we'll do is we'll drive across the street to the other side. And we'll put some out there. I know this is kind of boring, but this just gives you an idea of how we put out our signs. So you can take it yourself and apply it. And, you know, do what's best for you. You don't do it exactly the way I do it if it doesn't work for you. But as you can see, you see how my signs are colored? See how they're gold and black? They stand out. They're highly visible. I don't have a whole lot written on them. Did I have a 9 to 5 job when I started? And if you did, how long did it take you to? No, bro. I was a truck driver, man. And what got me started in this business was in 2008, the economy went straight to hell. So I had put in about 150 applications for being a truck driver. I used to work in a warehouse. I could drive forklifts, but nobody was hiring me. So my brother knew an investor who bought a building, and they were going to demo it, and they let us come in and, you know, scrap all the metal out of it. And that's how I got started in this business. Then I started cleaning out garages. Then I hooked up with a property management company. So that's been since 2008, and I haven't looked back since. But, you know, like I said, I was a truck driver, and also, you know, I was a warehouse worker. I could do multiple things. I was in retail management. Yeah, that's my truck. I was in retail management. So I had a lot of, you know, gifts and talents. But in 2008, nobody was hiring. So we started this, and we've been growing ever since. You know, we've gone from scrapping to junk removal to deliveries, and lawn services next. So, oh yeah, we also got the e-commerce. Sorry about that. We also got the e-commerce stores going. You know, Facebook and Amazon, they've been good to us. So when you guys get those things from jobs, don't throw everything away like I was being silly about a couple of years ago. Throwing everything away, and I think my wife just started back talking to me. We threw away a bunch of stuff that I didn't know we could sell on eBay, but we started eBay last year, and that's been going pretty good. We also sell on Facebook Marketplace, which is my personal favorite because it's all local, but you know, to each his own. So, which way are you going? Across the street or this way? So anyway, but the whole key to, like I said, putting out these signs is putting them out to where, you know, you kind of blanket one area. Like I said, we would put out 100 signs, you know, over a broad area, but we come to find out if we concentrate on one area with 50 signs, you know, it does a couple things. It saves us time, it saves us gas, and we have more visibility in one area. But if you put them out in different areas more frequently, you know, like we're up here in the northwest part of Tampa, northwest part of Tampa, going next to the next county. And then we've got South Tampa, we've got Southeast Hillsborough County. You know, we've got that area, and then we've got New Tampa, which is the northeast part of Tampa. So if you know, you kind of mix it up a little bit, get a little variation in there. You know, you do a couple things. You'll build a clientele all over town, and then you'll deal with less peak or less valleys. So you kind of got to figure out what's going to work for you. You know, Tampa's a major metropolitan area in the U.S., so we kind of have that luxury, but at the same time, we also have a lot of competition. But I've learned to quit focusing on competition and worry about Miles and Son services. So it's good to know your competitors. I do have one competitor that I work with. I don't even consider him a competitor. He's more of a friend to me. Gene McGinnis of Jams Junk Removal. He's in Pasquam and Hillsborough, the neighboring counties. We kind of help each other out. You want to go next door? Or is that what you put in there? You want to go over here? Or you good? Okay. You know, like I said, it's good to know your competitors, but as far as sabotaging their efforts, like these guys running around here picking up my signs, that's only good if you don't have any business coming in. I don't have time to pick up anybody's signs. And you shouldn't either, you know, if you're doing things like putting out signs and networking and singing.
Digital presence.
You know, yeah, your website, improving and increasing your digital presence. You won't have time to pick up anybody's signs because you'll be too busy working. You know. Let's see here. Whew. It's kind of risky. They let me over. Wet out here. But we, you know, this is one of the hard parts. You know, we love the gravy part. This is one of the harder parts because it takes about an hour and a half to put out 50 signs. It takes literally 3 hours to put out 100 signs. We'd rather be working and picking up stuff, but this is what enables us to work and pick up stuff. So, you know. Damn cars behind me. There was nobody here when I pulled up. I hate when it happens because I don't like to hold people up, and I understand I'm in the wrong, you know. But we gotta do what we gotta do. I mean, they can either let us service them or they can pay my light bill. So we just rather, you know, hopefully they'll call us some services. But you know, I'm making these videos for you guys who are getting into the business. I'm not making them for guys who are already in the business who are successful. You know, I'm still learning. I don't mind learning as I go. You know, but we're making this to help some guys out. You know, even Tim from Junk Mob, even he asked questions. You know, so you know nobody knows it all. You want to go straight or you want to take a right? Take a right. You know, like the home I did yesterday, that mansion, and that's how they found us, was one of our signs. You know, I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm not going to be on here for a whole hour and a half showing you guys signs. That'll get crazy. But, excuse me. But I just did this live video just to show you guys, you know, some of you guys who may be curious about putting out signs. How we do it, how we go about doing it. You know, like I said, it's our signs are highly visible. So, I'm sorry. don't know if I can do that or not. My signs are highly visible, so you know that's one advantage that we have with the way we put our signs out. With it being the gold on the black, people can see it, you know, from far away. And sometimes I go back and I check on my signs to see how many I still have in the ground at a certain time, and you know that's usually how I can kind of pick them up real quick and move on to the next one, is that they're highly visible, you know. But you guys, man, just take your time. Don't get frustrated, you know. I know you want things to move fast. Don't get frustrated. You know, sit down and plan out your days, sit down and plan out your week, sit down and plan out your month, and keep good records. But the name of the sign company that I get my signs from is called Good Guys Signs. They're here in Tampa. They're 813signs.com. You know, if you want to reach out to them via telephone, it is 813-447-4770. And the gentleman that I deal with directly, his name is Matt. These signs are a gold mine, and they can help you build and brand your business. All right, guys, I've been on here 17 minutes. I think it's about time to get off. I got to finish putting these signs out. All right, say bye to the people. That's my sign installer. All right, guys, y'all be blessed.